Gen.G's comp is kind of disgusting. The super scaler, as in we're just going to outvalue your team and
plus Pantheon.
Plus Pantheon.
He's there too.
And when the game gets messy, like we haven't had that many clean games, I can understand the thought process.
If they do really want to index into punishing.
Oh, Canyon could be in trouble, or is Gideon?
Who's locked in here with who? With the Yuumi coming up, you think Canyon's good, but now Fisher's got Prio from mid. Big wave coming in. Now Canyon, who's got the Yuumi on his back, trying to get out of this one. As Meganar maybe gonna come in here. That's the flash from Canyon, but the bubble has to be dodged, and the Atu as well.
Oh, they got the Yuumi!
And the twisted advance as well. Duro, he can't reattach. It's a double kill for Smolder. 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah. Right. You started this series 2-0. It was a scrappy one, but you were 2-0 up. You're now a game away from being reversed.
The flap on in. Fisher with another kill. And he's even gonna get away from Canyon. I thought for sure he's okay. He's trading. He's denying a wave, you know. No, it's just a 3-0 double buff Smolder 5 minutes into the game, Hawks.
Another thing I said about the mounting dread, it's mounted. It's mounted. At this point, 3-0 Smolder, he's 1,000 gold up on Chovy. Basically made that, like, you had more ratios, you needed more items, you can't just rely on stacks. Which means that, like, having the gold lead is even more impactful. Like, you need gold for Smolder to be as good as he used to be, and he has gold now. Yeah. So it's a phenomenal place to be.
We're really hearkening back to the old days, you know? Zeri, Yuumi, Lucian, Nami, and OP as all hell Smolder.
Yeah.
String the PTA Azir. Even with the Smolder as fed as he is, he still only has one item and basically no stacks.
Oh, I don't think you contest this. It's fine to let it go.
Well, they're just going to try to disengage, actually. Just throw out the grasp and flash away, but they do have to expend the flash.
Here's Nongshim moving over to Dragon. They should be able to get this in time. Ruler's not there. He's kind of hunting for Jiwoo, it appears. I think it's crazy though when you factor in Fisher's like still losing these trades with the Nami assistance.
Yeah. It's just Smolder at this point doesn't really have a lot of trading power. Like, try not to die, try not to make mistakes, limit mistakes.
Oh, they're looking
better way. There you go, trying to get on top of Jiwoo, and in fact they will, as Nami, Lahens just kind of leaves him. He's like, okay, yeah, I can't do anything about that. And now Lahens might be in a bit of trouble himself as the Zerial comes out and Lahens throws in the tidal wave. Not really going to do much with the slow coming in, and they give the kill over to Ruler. As meanwhile, down on the bottom side, Kingen will pick up a free kill onto Ornn with the help of Gideon.
In the lane. Doesn't have plans, obviously, not much you can do. I think Lahens as well was like, I can try and help. The flank coming in from the Zeri was brutal. And then we see this play where Keen is just very overextended. And I think this is a bit poor because if your team's making a play on the top side, really no reason for you to be this far pushed up. Everyone's moving up. Looks like it may end up being a big 5v5. Lahens in trouble?
Yeah, Lahens in a lot of trouble here. Tidal Wave comes out, as does the Nature's Grasp as Gideon. Just going to lock down Canyon for about 8 years. The Culling also going to lock him down, and the Pantheon just gets caught out. And, I mean, they have so many tools to peel, and Gen.G didn't even fully commit as well, so.
Don't stay around for the Herald, and you can definitely feel the tension. This is game 5, this is Fearless. This is last chance to keep their hopes alive.
Got 2 items and 4 kills. So he's doing very well for himself, is Fisher.
Got the rapid fire as well. I think once Jiwoo gets his, that's really where the poke starts to become a bit obnoxious. And Nongshim can kind of play...
Pick Soul again. Literally, yes. You've got Mom. I think Fisher probably wants to call it down here. There's the Ornn ults. And the Nature's Grasp as well for the turn. And yeah, Gen.G, they just can't really get in. There's the bubble on the Chovy, but he's got an arm guard and baits Gideon in. Oh, the ult and sweep! Chovy just turns the fight around just like that. And now you've got Ruler in his ult. He's looking for more. He wants 1. He gets 2. And in goes Pantheon just for a little showcase at the end, takes a picture. Meanwhile, Ornn goes down. And so does the Zeri.
So Kingen needs to outvalue the Zeri really in these fights, and it's a hard
How's Canyon going to get in here? He needs to ult over the top, although they use everything on the Canyon, and now Lahens out of position. And now they kind of have to desperately take down this Otacon and somehow get away. The ult is going to hit only Kingen, and yeah, they get the Otacon, but now Gen.G are looking to farm them down. Canyon will hit the dust here, as now Jiwoo and Kingen just being kited out, but it's free gold going over to Gen.G. As, yeah, you got the objective, but you lost all your withdrawals.
Gen.G as well. And the gold lead's about equal. And Ruler getting a lot of those kills as well.
Hanging around, hanging out, getting XP. Desperately trying to hit level 14. Needs scrap here.
Oh, they're low.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of poke that is coming in. Mom from the sky as well. Just going to push them off the turret. The TP comes in. Not sure about that, but...
You know, the execute threshold's been hit. And they're feeling a lot confident around the smolder now. They don't have direct vision.
Yeah. I mean, they get the vision from the plants.
Gideon's smite's been good this series.
They're just flipping Baron, and it's going to go the way of Gen.G. Here comes the Ornhorn right down the bowling alley there as the Maokai not looking too tanky at this point, but the burn damage is coming in onto Keen. Nongshim thinking about taking a bit more. They've already done a bit of damage. Here comes the tidal wave. And it's going to do absolutely nothing. But here comes Fisher and Jiwoo. They look to turn, though, Gen.G right onto Jiwoo, who's just left alone. The culling, though, keeps him alive for a very long time, but Kingen goes in after the fact. It's just a little bit too little too late. And Fisher never able to find the angle. They have the exhaust for him as well, just to add insult to injury. It's another kill for the Zeri. 8,000 damage and a triple kill for Ruler in this fight.
Super fed Zeri now going to do a hell of a lot of damage to the base of Nongshim. Man, the dream starting to waver a little bit.
Yeah. I know, I'm sure a lot of fans are like, no, we wanted the dream, we wanted the Nongshim first best of 5 victory. But sometimes the favorite team just wins in the end.
Is on Chovy. And this is kind of the thing in these game 5s of Fearless. The tools aren't there. The same tools to lock down these carries.
Yeah.
And Jiwoo can't dash up to poke, you'll just die.
It's very true. It does feel like a little bit of Zeri taking over the game at this point in time. 7 kills. You got the Azir as well. The first pick on blue side for Gen.G. And they just stuck through it. They're like, okay, Smolder gets 4 kills. Cool story. We'll just wait it out. And we'll just push here in the late game. 30 minutes into this one. And Ruler's out of control. They've got a Yuumi for him as well. And they're just pushing here. They don't even have Baron buff anymore. But there's not really much that Nongshim can do about this. Gideon just pushing the side, or not Gideon, Kingen pushing the side lane, and at least gets an inner turret. You know, we talked a lot about the Jin game, but now right here where it matters most in game 5, it's like, oh, just couldn't do enough, and Fisher is just desperate. He just wants to land 1 Q.
Oh, he doesn't see the TP.
Instead, he's just, I mean, it's just getting flanked here as in goes Chovy, gets 2-shot, lands 1 Q and a bomb, and that's about it. Kingen also fed, but not fed enough to flash away, and that is the kill onto him. As meanwhile, in the base, it is just absolute massacre. As Gen.G, they finally do it. Duro has his head in his hands as Gen.G are winning game 5. That is the vibe right now, guys. As Gen.G barely limp across the line. They take a dominant game 5 at least to feel better about their situation.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.